Hi teachers, this is Brittany from TeachBlog Travel, and this is part of the Google Classroom Crash Course. Now earlier I recorded a video about how to use Google Meet. Someone had informed me that unfortunately it recorded my email for a large portion of the video and not the actual window where Google Meet is. So I'm going to try, instead of just sharing the tab, to share the whole screen with you, and hopefully that will alleviate that problem, okay? So what I'm going to ask you to do before I get started is to go ahead and open up a new tab. And so go ahead and do that now if you haven't already. Okay, so we're going to share the entire screen, and hopefully this will alleviate any problems. Okay, and you're going to get the infinity screen for a second. Okay, so I've switched to my new tab, and you're going to go to meet.google.com if you haven't already. Now there are a couple of different ways you can invite someone to a meeting or chat or hangout. You can invite them directly from the email, which you've already seen. So I'm going to skip to just going to the URL up here. I'm going to click on join or start a meeting, and I'm going to type Brittany as my nickname, and that is how my name will show inside the meeting. It will take a second to join if you have slow internet like I do. Okay, and I'm going to turn my audio off. And actually, I'm going to turn my video off. That way I can just alleviate the lag. Okay, so it's going to tell you that no one else is here, which makes sense because I just created the meeting. And so it's going to ask me if I want to present or join now. It also gives me the option of joining and using phone as an audio. This is a really great feature, especially because, we have some students that may not have solid computer or internet access. And so that gives them an opportunity to participate. So we're going to click Join Now. And it's going to populate with the URL meeting link. So this is a link I would share with anyone whom I want to join. And then there's also a special dial-in number. This is going to be different every single time, so don't bother saving it, along with the PIN that they're going to enter. Okay, so you have a couple of different options. You can invite people from here, or you can copy the joining info and you can paste it to a Google Classroom if you're scheduling it in advance, or if you're sending an email to someone inviting them, or through Facebook Messenger or through Google Hangouts. I mean, it's pretty limitless. But we're going to go ahead and, just for the ease and sake of time, we're going to invite them from there. We can either call and that integrates Google Voice, or we can just go to invite from my contacts. So I'm going to type in Jordan's name. There we go, and add recipient. And I'm going to click send invite. And then we're just waiting for him to accept. And then hopefully when he does accept, he will put his mic on mute so that we don't have echo and back loop. And also, as you can see, if you don't have your camera on, it will just show whatever picture you have set for your Google profile. So if you haven't already done that, make sure that you update your Google profile and that you personalize it with a clear photo of your face so that when you don't want to show your video, your students are still able to tell it's you. All right, and Jordan has joined. Hi, Jordan. That's my husband. So I am just going to show a couple of features as far as how it looks. So if we go to these three little dots in the lower right-hand corner, you can change the layout. So if we click Change Layout, I can make it so that there's, well, there's only two people on the screen, but there are more. Then you could see one person presenting in the middle and then some on the side. I can do Spotlight, which is pretty much where it's at right now. Or I can go to tiled, and so if I have multiple people, I can show them all at one time. I can also turn on captions, so I'm going to do that really quickly so you can hear. It's a little bit echoey, but I just want you to see the caption option. So I'm going to turn on the mic, turn on the captions. Okay, and I just want to show an example of what it looks like when the captions are turned on. Not only can I see them, but any guest I have in the meeting can also see them. This is especially helpful for anyone who is hearing impaired, or maybe if someone has to be able to watch the meeting and not tune in because people are sleeping, or maybe if someone just has to multitask. I'll turn off captions. I just wanted to show you that option. If you want to toggle between your view of your guests and yourself, you can just click up here in the upper right-hand side. As you can see, I have no video, so it just shows my photo. And if he wanted to turn off his camera, he can just go to the lower icon and do that like he just did. And now, since he doesn't have a profile photo, it's just going to show that. If I want to present, this gives me an option to show my students or whoever's in the meeting with me what we're doing. So I can either show a specific window like how I did with you in StreamYard earlier, or we can go to your entire screen, just like what I'm doing for you now. Now be aware that if you choose your entire screen, that it's going to show any icons, tabs, or anything else you have open. So you do want to take care that anything is showing is what you actually want to show. There's also a chat option in Google Meet. And if I click on that, it opens and I can say, hi everyone, or I'll just say Jordan in this case because he's there. And he can go ahead and type in real time. Don't say anything mean. Okay, and yeah, so if that's just a simple way, especially if there's any kind of technical difficulty, and there will be, don't even have to guess about it. It will happen. It happens with me all the time. Then you have that option to chat. If you click this button here, just where it says my name, it shows the information if you need to invite anyone else halfway into the meeting, and it also shows if there are any calendar attachments. The nice thing is, since this is a Google app, it's integrated with your Google Calendar, and so that's one of the reasons I said if you don't already have a Gmail account, I mean, you need one to access the G Suite, but it might be helpful that even if you're using one with school, that you go ahead and end one. So we're going to say bye to Jordan. Bye, Jordan. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to click leave call, and it's going to ask you how it was. I'm just going to say very good, even though I don't really know because I wasn't listening. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to remove that and go back to me. So that's a crash course on how to use Google Meet. I hope that was helpful and that there were no sound or any other kind of technical difficulties this time. I'm going to leave the other video up there as well in case I cover additional details in that video that I didn't cover in this one. If you want to learn how to use Google Hangouts or Google Chat, Hangouts Chat is kind of integrated together, make sure you watch the other video that's before this one in the tutorials post, and that will specifically address Google Hangouts. This one is Meet, which is a little bit different. It's still video and phone calling, but it's focused more on a group atmosphere. Thanks for watching. Bye, until next time.